Well, this is super lucky. I came out to do the Epic Strike Tower for today, and there's a baryonyx nearby. So I'm going to put my camera down so that I can be better at darting. And then I'm gonna dart this, and then we're gonna talk about today's Epic Strike Tower, the first of this last weekend before Christmas. And while I'm darting this baryonyx, I just kind of want to go over what the rest of the week. I got to make sure I get this first one as a direct hit. And I still missed. The rest of, well, the rest of the year actually. Wow, look at this. This is terrible. So as you know, when it comes to holidays, it's hard for me, like big holidays. It's hard for me to get out. And this is a terrible darting session. That might be one of my worst on baryonyx, which is not a difficult dinosaur to dart. It's actually one of the easier ones unless you get a tail target, and then those can be extremely difficult. But with the holidays, like I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do a video tomorrow morning on the Strike Tower, but then Monday is like 99% a no-go. And then Christmas Day, unless I do something like I did, where I just do viewer battles, Tuesday, Christmas Day is going to be a no-go as well. And then I should be able to pick up some videos later in the week. But then like New Year's Eve, probably a no-go. I'll definitely get to the Strike Towers if there are Epic Strike Towers, because I know those are of the most value to you guys as viewers. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that, most likely Christmas Eve, most likely Christmas Day, no videos. That way you guys have expectations. Spend that time with your family. By late Christmas, you may be sick of your family anyways, but, and who knows, maybe I'll be sick of mine and I'll get out and do a quick video or something. But if I do, that'll be the exception, not the probability. So now we have all that cleared away. I'm actually really close to a handful of strike towers, but what I want to talk about is the Epic Strike Towers and how to go about defeating these. So for today's Epic Strike Tower, and today is Saturday, it is a 3-step Epic Strike Tower called Fierce Creatures. Now these are going to be like your Allosaurus, your Gorgosaurus, your, I don't remember what, your T-Rex, things of those nature. So keep that in mind. And the way that you're going to want to beat these, because they're strong, they're chompers, but they're also very slow. And typically they have no armor. So what you're gonna wanna do is, you can probably bleed them because they probably have pretty decent health stats. So bleed typically is gonna work on something like this. Raptors are gonna be good on something like this. And then hit and run, I guess, is something that's gonna be good, because you can hit, run out, bring in a fresh new dinosaur, drop the herd on, and get out. So what I'm gonna do together is, I've got to walk over where I can get within range of this, so that's not a big problem. But I'm gonna put together a team when I head over there, and then I will come back and we'll see if it gets the job done. On this first go around, and it is a 3-step strike tower, so none of these are going to be level 30. Tomorrow we will have one that'll be level 30 for sure. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna start with Delta, maybe. And then remember, I want to set up my order so that my Dracorex Gen 2, and it looks like Dracorex Gen 2 is going to get a nerf. It makes me sad, but I can't say it's unexpected. And I knew, but when I leveled mine up to 22, that it was most likely going to get some kind of a nerf. So, and then I'm going to put in Paramoloch and then Utah Sinoraptor. Should be good enough. Like, should be. I just have to figure out how I want to do this. And maybe for the next round, I think I want to change something up in the way that I do this. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to start with my Utah Sinoraptor. I'm going to go for, I don't use the Dinosaur very often, or at all really. So I'm going to go for the distraction. I'm going to lower the attack damage of this level 20 T-Rex, which you very well could see level 20 T-Rexes. That's not an unheard of level. But the fact that T-Rex is not attacking is worrisome. I'm actually going to restart my game here and see if that changes anything. Okay, so I have no idea what it did or did not do. And my preview's not working. So if I am, in fact, really nothing is working very well on this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my big move and hope that it works, and it did. Because I wanted to save my stun for opening on the next dinosaur. Gorgosaurus, level 19, shouldn't pose too much of a problem. Again, if you have weaker dinosaurs, speed with distraction, so raptors is going to be a good way to go, because raptors don't have a ton of health, but they're always going to outspeed these dinosaurs, and a lot of times you can make them do 50% less damage on you. And it looks like a level 20 Utasinaraptor is probably going to be able to take out the majority of this strike tower. Irritator is going to come out. If I stun it here, I think a level 20 Utasinaraptor is going to solo this first level. Didn't get the stun there, but 25, it would have been close. It would have been close enough that it would not have mattered what else you had. So I'm just going to bring in Paramoloch, and not the ideal dinosaur here. Paramoloch is simply in there for the hit and run, which is going to... I'm going to attempt to stun the Irritator again. That one worked, and then that's going to be a good game, because there's nothing that they can do. Go ahead and drop another stun move just in case it wasn't enough, although impact and run would have been enough there. I just didn't want to go through the whole animation of the swap, but I had to go through the whole animation of another attack. So 6 of one, half a dozen the other. It doesn't matter. It was really easy. If you have a fairly decently high leveled Utasinaraptor, I would definitely say go with that. It doesn't even have to be level 20. And I think that's mono. That is mono. Alright, so as you can see, I got to walk back over to the strike tower, get it back in range, and I'm just going to kind of go through the same thing again. Okay, so for this next round, I'm going to switch things up just a little bit. I think I'm going to go Paramoloch into Delta, into Draco Rex Gen 2, and into Utasinaraptor. The level of your opponent's dinosaurs is going to go up just a little bit, but it shouldn't matter. I feel like between stunning and impact and running and swapping out, and then Draco Rex is just going to drop a ton of damage down. I feel like it's probably going to be good enough if I can survive a couple of hits here. Paramoloch is good because it has such a high health base, and as long as you can get a couple stuns in, you're going to get a lot of extra hidden attacks. There's one stun. Now I'm tempted here. I'm going to go for 2 stuns and then impact and run. I don't know if I can be lucky enough to get 4 stuns out of Paramoloch, and I can't. But I'm going to go ahead and survive that next attack anyways. Impact and run is going to knock out Allosaurus, which is level 21. Again, you don't have to have a level 20 Paramoloch. It helps. But remember, you are facing strong dinosaurs, so you don't want to bring in level 5 and 6s unless you're going to go for the bleed, and then you've got that option. So we have a T-Rex Gen 2 at level 20. Delta's going to do the majority of the damage there. Although I did get hit pretty hard coming back, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be super easy takeout here, and then I'm going to do impact and run for a lot of damage. Draco Rex Gen 2 is going to come in for impact, shatter, strike, and whatever, and do a lot of damage as well. And it's going to most likely 100% knock out poor second Nontosaurus at level 22. Pretty easy there. So it's 2 steps down, only 3 to go total for your epic incubator, and it is a themed incubator, so that'll be nice. Hopefully there'll be some T-Rex DNA in there. People always could use T-Rex DNA. Maybe I can get the strike tower without having to move. I'm just going to try that exact same formula again. Now, if you don't have level 20 dinosaurs, it's okay. You can do lesser dinosaurs. Just know that the principles are going to be the same here. You're going to something with high health that does high damage. If you've unlocked Thor, you could probably use Thor because it's going to be faster than I think all of your opponents, except for maybe Secondontosaurus. That T-Rex put quite a hurting on me, and again, I'm just going to go for the same pattern here and see. There's no stun, so that's gonna cause a little bit of a problem. That's the risk you take when running Paramoloch, is if you don't stun, you can't survive a bunch of hits. Now you can survive 2, apparently, from level 22 T-Rex. Hopefully I do over 1891 damage. Not quite. But it's okay. What's going to end up happening here is Strike is going to take out T-Rex. And then I can either go Pounce again on the Irritator. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for the Pounce because it's going to do the damage reduction by 50%, and it's going to take out a lot of damage. Oh, the crit hurt there. I'm actually behind on this one. It's because the stuns didn't come out. I played for stun to work, and it didn't. I'm gonna go the reduction of damage here, because if I don't knock him out, and I didn't, ready to crush is fine. That actually plays out really well for me, because now my strike move is going to take it out. I'm gonna have a strong move, and then the swap in strike, or swap in rampage, which should, or maybe we should go with stun first. We'll see if this was a misplay or not. As long as I survive this, woohoo, just barely. Now I'm going to swap in and not risk losing. If my opponent would have hit the crit there, I think I probably would have lost, but I didn't hit my stun, they didn't hit their crit. It's all fair, I guess. And success. Use raptors, something that reduces the damage of your opponent. High-speed dinosaurs. Tanks aren't really good because these are going to eat through your shield for the most part. Tarbosaurus, Nundasuchus, Gorgosaurus, Irritator, which is always great. Wow, that's a lot of T-Rex. I'm extremely happy with that T-Rex and more Secondontosaurus, so it's kind of a meme at this point, but remember this weekend you do have 3 epics to choose from: Ouranosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and then this new epic that I have just a tiny bit of DNA for, but can't get to. Luckily, if I look at my dinos, it's the only epic that I haven't unlocked now. Diplodocus. So there you go. Make sure you get out. As far as which ones to go for, I mean, Ouranosaurus is probably the most likely for the ones that you should go for, but Brachie is pretty good as well. I wish there was another special event supply drop nearby so I could double check that, but I'm pretty sure those are the 3 dinosaurs. So there you go. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I will see you guys tomorrow with another epic strike tower. I believe we have a level 30 dinosaurs and it may be 2. It's either 1 or 2, I can't remember. Oh, I think it's Indoraptor, which we've done before. So that's all I've got for today. So until next time.